Hey everybody, welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Reverse Rebirth as a part of the Chain of Memories remake, as a part of the Kingdom Hearts series, this long series Let's Play I'm bringing out here on my channel. Today we are going to continue our trek going through worlds in reverse order because of Reverse Rebirth. We're going to be heading into Halloween Town next. Kind of weird that they give you some of the later worlds in the first set and then mix them with earlier worlds for both sets, because I believe we did Neverland as one of our first ones and Hollow Bastion, but then Halloween Town was put in the second set along with Atlantica. So what is there to talk about? Well, personally, I'm in a great mood. I mean, we have 2 Joker cards, right? And that makes me kind of want to nut, because that is going to help make sure that we aren't going to have too much of an issue beating this game. Because again, it's all dictated by what cards we hold. I am going to focus on a little bit more combat this time around, folks, because I need me some levels. I was getting mollywopped by Riku Replica, and that was a bit of a rough thing. Kind of look at Riku's model. They add that weird filter to it because it's Halloween Town. It's kind of neat. Let's have a look here. So our cards are alters gravity to boost jumping ability, extend range of attack cards, nullify, always nullifies the enemy card. That's only useful once, so I don't see the use. Jafar is basically our best card. Also sacrifices reload speed to power up attack cards. I'm gonna test that out. Because it almost feels like sacrifice reload speed. It almost feels like that, because there is no reload number, that Dragon Maleficent would just be God tier. Where it's just, my attack cards would be powered up no matter what, and I would have no bad benefit. But it could also add a number, so let's see. Let me, do that. Yeah, it does it with no negative benefit, it looks like. Looks like Dragon Maleficent in Reverse Rebirth mode is good like that. Can I actually look at Dragon, because I'm interested if that is, you know, completely true. I feel like that would be put down. Dragon Maleficent card KH. Oh god, I forgot that there's actually a Kingdom Hearts card game that exists. Oh god, that's weird. Trying to see if I can get info. Sacrifices reload speed to power up attack cards. 30 attacks. This cost is 70. Yeah, there's nothing in here that would imply that I'm wrong. I feel stronger, though that's most likely a placebo effect.
Take this.
Like, yeah, I'm tearing through enemies, so clearly the attack power up is there.
Take this.
I never really made note of it, but there was about 3 different Heartless that they added in Chain of Memories. There was the Flower Heartless we've been fighting. There is the Noisemakers that are kind of like a horn. Kind of like a horn with a leather pouch on the bottom, and they summon enemies. And then there are the Tornado Steps, I believe they're called, which are the kind of like green Heartless. Kind of look like they have a hat and like little feet. Little feet are like the flaps of a hat or something. Again, can't really describe those very well since we don't have any around, but they added 3 Heartless to this. I guess you can count Neo Shadows, but they were in Final Mix for Kingdom Hearts 1, so I believe that's the only new Heartless introduced, but it's cool that they introduced them, though. Many people attribute their first appearance to Kingdom Hearts 2, because they're there, but no, they actually showed up here. Which was fun to notice, because I ended up playing Kingdom Hearts 2 before playing Chain of Memories, because I was someone who just, I don't really know why I didn't. I loved Kingdom Hearts so much, and I had a GBA, but I never ended up, I feel like there was one time where I really wanted to get it, but, you know, you are mercy to the money that your folks have, and then, you know, I guess I had to I had to get more important games like Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2. Actually, that's what I got with my GBA. That doesn't make sense. Maybe Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu. That's a really bad game. If you want to look that up, it's really bad. I'm a fan of Dragon Ball, alright? I shilled pretty hard as a kid, getting all the DBZ games, and like half of them were fucking trash, like that one. Good lord. It's kind of like the Yu Yu Hakusho game for Game Boy Advance. Not the Tournament Tactics one, but the official, like, retelling of the first season. Good lord. That was in a time where I also thought that game was great as a kid, because you have that moment where you don't actually see games as objectively bad as a kid. At least I believe that's kind of how that is. You'll play a game when you're younger, and then you get back to it. Like, I thought Sonic 2006 was a legitimately alright game. Then as an adult, I'm like, oh man, all those times I died because I thought it was hard. It wasn't that it was hard, it was that the game is fucking broken.
Take this.
But yeah, I never ended up playing Dream Memories on GBA until much later. Until I started stealing and playing it on emulators and shit. Which, you know, to be fair, don't act like you haven't tried it before. The idea of like, yo, with a couple of clicks and opening a program and grabbing a controller, you're playing any game you want. Which I used to do all the time when I was younger, because it's like, I have a chance to play these games I missed, and it also becomes the fact of your computer suddenly becomes a generator of thousands of games for free. Your only limits are data caps, hard drive space, and the limitations of your computer, which, as someone who was poor for a very long time, very much enjoyed partaking in. Then again, I don't really do emulation stuff anymore, to be honest. The only time I do is whenever there's a game I want to specifically stream to an audience, like a Mario Party game or something, and those are fun for entertainment value. Or if I'm recording something. With Phantom Savage, we do a lot of emulated stuff for co-op and versus competition games, but for recreational stuff, can't say I do that anymore. More concerned with more current games, and most importantly, supporting the game industry by buying games that I feel like I want to buy, I want to play. I know there's a lot of people who are like, you gotta, you know, who like to support like emulators coming out for like 3DS and Wii U and other stuff like that. I don't necessarily support the piracy option for it, but I do support the preservation and PC play of it. For a while, I didn't even know about that, where you have a PlayStation 2 emulator, for example, and it's not piracy using it. You can actually, you know, grab your PS2 copy of a game, fucking dump it, and then put it into your computer. Next thing you know, you're playing it legally, but you get access to a lot of benefits, like various different settings you can mess with, and stuff like the Nintendo emulators having like HD texture packs for some of the games. Like I saw like a Zelda Twilight Princess type of thing, which I always thought was interesting. Kingdom Hearts 2 has a lot of that. A lot of people have done hacks for a Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer where every single boss in the game is randomized. So, like, you're fighting this boss from the end of the game as your first boss and other stuff like that. And it's very interesting being like, oh, this is an area where you will fight two bosses, so it's two random bosses. Like, oh man, guess Sephiroth's here. This is gonna be stupid. And just some other stuff people do, texture hacks and stuff to make the characters look different. That stuff's always been interesting. I've always been a fan of modding games and seeing different stuff with them. You see that a lot with older games with ROM hacks. Like the most prominent, I think, is Super Mario World. People making their own Mario levels using various programs for that, and then going as far as remaking the graphics, remaking the aesthetic of the game, adding their own music either by stealing it, changing it, composing it themselves. there's this wide net of stuff that looks good when it comes to hacks of that. Is that a... You were the chosen one. Are you kidding me? We have 3 Jokers. The gods... They knew my recording fucked up. They really liked the gaming gods, one, loved the last episode. They loved the talking that we had. And they also really felt bad that my power flickered and made me lose an entire recording. So as a result, they've decided to shine their light. Give me some loaded dice when it comes to the good old RNG. And give me access to some jokers that I usually don't earn. They also saw that I very rarely got them in my main playthrough of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories with Sword. And you know what? Appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Now, there's something I want to address that has to deal with how I'm playing Reverse Rebirth. Since I saved last time, and I think even in the first episode you will have noticed that I'm playing on an easier difficulty. I'm playing on beginner. People were wondering why. I'm bad at this game. That's it. That's basically it. 1, I'm bad at this game. 2, I don't like grinding in Chain of Memories very much. 3, I have about 18 different things I'm doing ongoing with projects. And 4, I'm making hour-long videos for this. They have to come out every day. And 5, I don't want to explode. I'm putting a lot of stuff out, so I wanted to have an easier time with this game. I will be playing Kingdom Hearts 2 on a higher difficulty. You don't have to worry about that. I have a much more fun time recording that, and I don't believe those videos will be nearly as long every single time. And just, it's easier to record those than I would say this. Not just from a technical standpoint, but from a motivational standpoint. I'm not always ready, and I'm not always in the mood to jump into some hard action with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So it's a bit of more of an acquired taste, and also my skill level in it is so unbelievably low, to be quite honest. Like, I feel like I do okay, but shit gets rough for me. So I wanted to go on a skill level that's a bit more appropriate, and on top of that, I'm probably going to be playing easy on the Kingdom Hearts streaming marathon that I'm going to be doing on the 15th of May, which should have already started by now, but I plan on doing that there, because I just don't want to burn out too hard on this specific game type, because while I am not in this camp that thinks that the gameplay in this is bad, it is very clearly very good, very strategic. It is definitely a bit of an acquired taste, and it's something that I get the hankering for. I get the appetite for it. I can burn out easily on. Same thing when you have various different, like, if you have too many salty foods, you eventually get tired of it. You want to cleanse your palate, and this is the type of thing where I want to cleanse my palate every so often, and I can only take so much. Whereas with normal Kingdom Hearts gameplay, I can take pretty much as much of that as I want and never get tired of it. It's not a situation where you're having gallons and gallons of ice cream and going, I can't go anymore. That it's real good, you know. It's like a good refined steak with some, you know, mashed potatoes and a nice vegetable to go with it. It's like well prepared, delicious, with enough variety in it that really helps engage it a bit more. Now, we died, so I just lost out on 3 battles, so I feel pretty fucking angry about that. And it also helps throw out there why I don't want to fucking do anything else. Oh, man. Oh, great. Someone fucking quoted me because I apparently said we'll probably nail Monstro next in a video, and I hate when people quote me out of context because they think what I said was sexual when I'm not. Stop raping my heart. Come on, motherfuckers. Fight me. I say that person's gonna fucking see this. Which means that they know that I totally recorded this episode on May 10th at 4 a.m. Sorry that I'm recording so late, guys, but this is what happens when you're a nocturnal person when it comes to getting a lot of shit done. I get shit done later on in the day, or night in this case, and when you have so much of that work to do. I mean, doing YouTube stuff would be a hell of a lot easier if I just went easier on it, you know? I feel like I could get away with, like, doing a lot less than what I do, but in the end, I like it too much, you know? You like it too much, and I hold myself to a very anal standard. But hey, it's helped me amass a decent fan base of cool people, you know? And people that really like what I do, and I appreciate that. I have to say that people really like Persona 5, though, my Let's Play of that. I can tell, because even when I'm streaming and stuff, people are like, oh, fucking what happened to Persona 5? Or, when is it? And I have to answer, a video went out for it 3 hours ago. Another one will come out tomorrow at the exact same time as it has been coming out for almost 2 months. And you would think that would be annoying, the way that people are badgering you about it, especially when you put out one video of it every single day. But I definitely appreciate it. I'll make a joke about it in a moment. But having people have this intense desire to see more of something that you're creating is this amazing feeling, and it feels like you are serving people in the right way. You are doing something right. So while you can get annoyed if someone's asking you to do something and it's something you do not have planned, and it's not in your current plan, you're like, fucking fuck off, go away. Like, I don't necessarily think about that. I may think about that silently to myself, but one, never to say that publicly, and two, I have a lot more appreciation for them than any sort of disdain, because they say this, they're chomping at the bit because they like what they see, and why are you gonna hate on someone like that? One of the early people that I had seen on YouTube, and one of the early YouTubers that I had watched. I have to use a joker here. Okay, there we go. One of the earlier YouTubers that I first saw that did commentary over gameplay was a man by the name of Claudia745, and he did walkthroughs, as he called them, basically Let's Plays with commentary over them. And the big thing with him is I noticed he would drone on with a lot of fucking update videos and other nonsense, and would complain that people were asking, where's the next part of this? When are you doing this playthrough, this walkthrough, this video of this? And he would get very annoyed at them and say stuff like, fucking, any person who asks about this, I'm delaying this because you're badgering me about it. And that's I've made it a note that fucking respect to them, first off. It's like, hey, if that's how you want to do things, fucking have at it, Hoss. Fucking, if it annoys you and if you want that to be like the standard of how you run shit, good for you. Never really been about that. I've been about being welcome and being appreciative of, the people that watch my shit, because it's also it is my job. So that's just never been my personal thing. I'm grateful for the people that watch, so I'm not going to really be too angry with anyone if, when it comes to that kind of thing. It's like, they watch me because they like my content. I'm not going to be rude to them just because they're badgering me about videos. It's not fair, That said, a lot. I've noticed that that's one of my crutches now, and I'm so fucking mad about it. Like, that's all I say, and it's making me pretty upset. Have you noticed that? I don't know. I don't think every single person has that. I feel like it happens more when you do content, when you talk for a living. Whether you're like a radio host, someone who does stuff for TV, run a podcast, or do Let's Plays, or you're a pundit, where you'll have crutches. You will have things that you say regularly, and that just become, your crutches that help you get through sentences. I follow another games media channel, Kind of Funny, which is headed up by Greg Miller, who formerly of IGN. A great guy if you like portly men who take off their shirts regularly. And I noticed one of his crutches, and it fucking kills me. Where I swear, and they do podcasts every single week. One or two of them, in fact. And if I have to hear that motherfucker say all these different things, or other sentences that have to do with basically what this is, and it just, I noticed that he says shit like that, and he says it 3 or 4 times per podcast. And I've started noticing it with me. I'll say, or fact of the matter is, and just other things like that. And it's rough, man. Because you're trying to get your thoughts in order. You're trying to keep the talking going. Because when it comes to video games and speaking on them and making sure that the stuff is fair use, you would have to provide a lot of commentary to help make your videos a transformative work. And you gotta talk a lot. And also you're trying to entertain people, trying to keep people from skipping through the video or hitting the big old X button on that player. And to do that, you gotta come up with a lot of stuff, and sometimes you gotta say some stupid bullshit to distract them while you're trying to fish for your next point, the next thing you want to say. And that can be really, really, really hard. And I don't think I've really gotten that much better at it over the years. You know what? I disagree. Last episode I did a really good job with it, and this episode I've been doing a little bit better, but I have been fumbling a little bit. There are times where I nail it, and other times where I just fucking fall apart. I just fall apart, and I'm fucking bleeding all over the floor, and I'm just like, come on, man. It's like I'm an embarrassment. It's a very, very mixed bag when it comes to how I'm able to handle commentary and stuff. Let's do a check. Am I recording? Good. Had another one of those moments. Did I hit the start button? That has only happened to me 2 times in my life. 2 times in my life, and I think one of them was during the Trauma Team Let's Play, and then another one was when I was doing recording stuff back when the videos had a 10-minute limit, so it wasn't that bad. But I can't imagine recording like an hour plus of footage and then realizing you're not recording it all, which it's really fucked up when you're talking alone to yourself and recording it. A lot worse when there's no video. And you were doing it for nothing. Then you're fucking crazy. At least I can backpedal here and say it's like I'm doing it for videos. I'm putting advertisement. I'm going to make $1 million. That's not going to happen, but I'm going to make like $1 on this video. You know what? Surprisingly accurate. I'm willing to bet I'm going to make less. Anyway, we got through Halloween Town, and somewhat without incident. I mean, we used a Joker card. We're going to see if maybe we have a boss fight coming up right here. We'll see. No. In fact, we can just move on. I assume we at least get a scene. Hello?
How can we help you, Vexen? It's not very often we see you topside.
I came to lend you a hand. You obviously believe this Sora has much potential, but I remain unconvinced he is truly worth such coddling. I think an experiment would show if he really is of any value to us.
Well, here we go again. It's just an excuse, so you can carry out your little experiments, that's all.
I'm a scientist. Experiments are what I do. Yes.
Yes.
You can do what you want. But I think testing Sora is just a cover for testing your valet.
Valet? He's the product of pure research.
What he actually is a toy.
You should just learn to be quiet.
Anyway, since you came all this way, you're gonna need this. A humble gift to my elder. I hope you use it to put on a very good show for us. That card holds the memories of Sora and Riku's home.
It's just a card.
What good is that?
With a little help from Naminé, you'll have all the real Riku's memories. Maybe we can get her to make you forget you're nothing but a fake. In other words, we'll remake your heart so you can be exactly the same as the real Riku, okay?
You want to remake my heart? The real Riku is a wimp who's afraid of the dark. What do I want with the heart of a loser?
Any objections, Vexen? After all, you do want to test Sora, don't you?
It must be done.
How can you? Are you betraying me?
I told you I would make good use of you, didn't I?
No.
Relax, kiddo. I don't think it's gonna hurt that much.
I'll hurt you!
Stupid little toy. Think you could defeat me? Where would you ever get a thought like that? But look on the bright side. Along with everything else in your head, Naminé will erase the memory of me knocking you flat. Instead, she will implant the loveliest little memories you could ever hope for. It's no big deal that they're all lies.
No. No!
He's like, oh no, I'm gonna become lame. It's a dark time for him. It also helps close in, one, a potential plot hole you may think, if you're paying close enough attention going, hey, why is Riku's replica acknowledging that he's a fake when he did not know that he was a fake throughout Sora's story? And extends and re-shows us a cutscene we had already seen, throws it in halfway in where Vexen shows up, and then continues it. Which is always cool, because when you do a game with multiple story perspectives, it's really cool to show you everything else. And it's more from the perspective of Vexen, a character that his entire, main purpose is okay, we know he's coming in because he is going to, in some way, attempt to thwart Marluxia's plans because he is being ultimately manipulated by Zexion and, in turn, Lexaeus, who are hanging out in the basement. It's not like a very big manipulation job. It's more of a they know that Vexen hates Marluxia, so why not ease one of their headaches and have him be the one to take care of it. Thanks to Vexen being so prideful and so obsessed with rank. It's only natural for the man who is basically number 4 in the organization to go after the person that I believe is, number 12? So, not surprising, and it adds a bit of an interest to the whole thing. So after this, we're going to have some really hard later worlds. The last Disney world in the game that we're going to be handling is Wonderland, so somehow the Trick Master is going to be difficult, which I don't know if I'm necessarily a fan of that, but we'll take what we can get here.
Take this.
We'll take the issues and challenges as they come. Also having a very easy time taking these Heartless out. Our attack damage is very nice. Very, very nice. I find Riku's role to be very weird. Kind of like this. He's doing like a front roll that then becomes a front flip. It's weird, but, the way he moves is different enough. And the animations, allow him to feel a hell of a lot more different compared to Sora, which goes a long way. Alright, we got the 5. So Maelstrom takes out a couple of duders. Was hoping to take out this big guy. This big old fish. But not everything works out, you know. Did not end up aiming for him. But we did get a level up. Let's reap the rewards. And upgrade our health one notch. Because we have been running low, and we need health because the only way we can heal is with Mickey Mouse, with the King, and his cards. That seems to be the only way to get any HP out of anything. And relying on that for our HP regain in battle is... I wouldn't suggest it. I wouldn't recommend it. Let's go ahead and activate Bottomless Darkness. And the boss door should be right up here. Having a, actually it's not up here, it's one more. I'm having a drink of Pepsi. Pepsi's alright. See, that's my problem with the map right there. It's all position based, so even though that seemed like it was directly straight, you instead have to do a lot of turns, but then your body's going to be positioned in this area to hit this door. It's not a big issue, it's just kind of weird. Let's use this blue zero. Mingling Worlds. If I recall, that changes the locale. Oh, no. Mingling Worlds actually is just, it gives you a randomized card effect. And this one is lasting days, so if you stun something, it will be stunned for a good bit. The requirement here is very easy. Very, very easy, so... No need to use a Joker card. Let's take on Ursula. Get the fuck out of here. We've been in this world for like 4 minutes. Fucking love Reverse Rebirth. So good. It's fucking easy. I'm playing it on easy and I'm like, I don't care, man. Let's just fucking do it. Let's just fucking go. Look at this fat woman. Look at this fat old bitch. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I've had enough of you. What's Dark Ball do? Dual trigger. Duel with anything, I guess. Parag! Did I just take out 2 tentacles at once? I think I did. Fuck it, what does this do? Random values. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a hilarious card idea. Wide attack.
Like it.
We're gonna save the Mickey card for later.
Slippery little nose.
Darkness.
Get ready for this.
I keep forgetting that they adjust the cards. That kind of makes this hard to fight with.
Insolent little fool.
What? I'm just having a little bit of fun. How about some inverse burst? Ah, that took out 3 tentacles. Looks like it took out all of it.
Slippery little nose.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
Insolent little fool.
Your Majesty.
Ah, they got more of this shit.
Slippery.
Yeah, with dark mode, this fight's such cake. And that's a wrap. Alright. I'm happy. Yeah, let's do attack. We always focus on attack when it's available. because damage is king. Alright, to get out of here, we need to... I think we just need to go this way. I think it'll... I've been exposed. I think that if we go left, they will unlock the room that is above it, because they always unlock the respite room, so pretty sure that is the easiest way, and we don't have to deal with anything. We don't have to deal with unlocks or wasting any cards.
Take this.
We also shouldn't really have to deal with Riku Replica anymore, thanks to him being completely focused on Sora, which is convenient because he doesn't remember that he's fake. But don't worry, we have plenty of other organization members that we could bust some heads with, or butt heads with. We don't bust heads with them. Like, hey, you want to help me fuck myself over? Yeah, that sounded really stupid. Please forgive me. Arigato. That means thank you. What the fuck is wrong with me? What happened to the lexicon of the world, right? I remember when people talked about the term weeaboo, and it was used in like this weird, like negative manner, and now it's turned into it has turned into like that corporate thing. Here's how I would describe it. The term weeaboo used to be this thing where it would be usually a Western person who is really into Japan and all of its culture and stuff, and they would value it over the life that they live in, say, America, for example. So they would be a weeaboo. And it was usually a negative term to be used there because people would talk highly of anime and, like, shit on, like, Western cartoons and, you know, like, the culture of it, like, the food, like the technology that comes from it. Like, that stuff, very easy for me to understand. I'm gonna fuck off in case you're wondering here. And I think somehow we had that, and over the past year or two, people have now started using the term weeb and weeaboo for a completely different purpose of, hey, you're playing a Japanese game, you're a weeaboo, you're playing this weeb shit, and it's just evolved into this weird, like, monster thing that I just don't understand, you know? Because it's not the right... I think my problem is I'm getting hung up on it because they're not using the term right, and they're taking it back, I guess. But it also kind of makes me roll my eyes in the same way that professional, like, people who do, like, content based on video games, but also try desperately to stay as mainstream as possible, kind of try to say, I'm a nerd, let's get into that nerd culture, guys, and, like, half the stuff that Geek and Sundry puts out on the internet, and you're like, well, I've always been a nerd, and it's like, but we're cool too, and you're all nerds with me, and I'm like, please, God, please stop, please end me. Like, who fucking cares? You know? I don't know, it just kind of bothered me. Hey, what's up? You having fun?
Why so glum, Naminé? Is there something that's been troubling you? Are you feeling awful about tinkering with Sora's memory? Or maybe you...
Cut it out, Larxene. Naminé? She doesn't want to remember Sora.
Is that so?
Don't worry. Whatever's hurting you, I'll make it go away. I swear it on this. The good luck charm you gave me. See ya.
That's just amazing. It's almost like you completely made his heart from scratch. Nice touch with the good luck charm. I didn't know you could use memories to transform objects like cards into keepsakes. You used the same trick on Sora, right? You changed Kairi's good luck charm with your magic, didn't you? It won't be long before Sora forgets about Kairi completely, and then he'll be all yours to...
He won't forget.
Huh?
No matter how much I change his memory, Sora will never forget Kairi. Memories of me, more false memories of me, will just make his feelings for Kairi even stronger than before. Because I'm the shadow of Kairi.
What's your problem with that? That should be your incentive not to screw anything up. Just do a good job rewriting Sora's heart, then you can actually be somebody, and no longer just Kairi's shadow. You'll be real in Sora's heart.
They could have used with a fade out there. Kind of just did a hard cut. Anyway, we got 2 worlds left. Let's jump into Olympus Coliseum next. There's not too much to talk about with the whole scene of Naminé being Kairi's shadow, because a lot of that can be pried open in Kingdom Hearts 2, because this is, of course, a lot of setup for that we can talk about. Later on, let's try and burn through Olympus. Where are we going? Oh god, we got a lot to go in this place. Thankfully, throughout the episode, we've had quite a few fights, so we're able to fill this thing, no problem. I have no idea what the right route would be. All I can do is guess and hope that I don't fuck myself. Okay, it's looking good. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, fuck, I don't have a 7. Alright, fight time. It's time to take on some dudes and hopefully get what I want. Oh god, these rooms are awkward. There's only shadows and they come in very awkwardly. Not a fan of this room type for combat, like at all. The idea of it's cool, but it's not great for anything else. Shit. Okay, yeah, thank you. I at least wanted them to hit. If I lose a duel, I want to be hit as soon as possible, because then that means that we're gonna get this shit over with. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna stay stunned. Unless I die, then it's like, no, don't hit me. Let the stun run out, and then I can win. Oh, thank God. He came up out of the ground and took it. That's a 4. No, that's not what I need. Next. 7 and up. 0 or a 7 or higher. That's enough of a variable to probably get success. That took a little bit. Seven or higher or a 0? Yay! Congratulations, KZ. You're great. I know. Thank you. next up we would need to go to the left, and then we can go up. How dare you? Trying to get up on the statue, and you're just cramping my style. I'll only forgive you because I still need to gain as much experience and get as many cards as possible. It's a red 2. I'm pretty sure that'll be useless to me, but who knows? Just had a very awkward moment there, like, oh god, this might be bad, but we got it. So this is going to be the key door, which means we get to find out what strict requirement they are giving us, which is going to be 30 in red. Let's go. I think we had a collective like 5 points there. Definitely not having that go on. Let's take on Hades. If we focus, this will go easy.
Take that. Like it. Take that.
Oh, hold on. Give me this. End your card. Fucking end your card. How the fuck did that go that long?
Darkness. Take that. Your Majesty.
Fuck it. Inverse burst.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Your Majesty.
Go for it.
Take that.
And we win. That was stressful, but we got it. Nothing short of thrilling. And now give me Hades' card. He's annoying because some of his cards last like fucking 10 seconds. It's like, ugh, get out of here with that shit. So let's strengthen the darkness in our heart, because that would be the opposite of what we should do. And I'm pretty sure our exit is gonna be this way. And then, yeah, it would have to be this way. Pretty sure this door wasn't open. Hey, we did it. We're in it. We're also like 48 minutes in the recording. We have just enough time. As long as I can make this video under an hour and 10 and take out the next world, I will be grateful. So, heal up, go in. Man, we just ain't getting any more action. No one wants to have a piece of this.
Vexen is no more.
Yes, his scent is gone. Axel struck him down, something I find deplorable. Agents of the organization striking each other down.
Our problem is Sora. Vexen proved to be no match for him. Yet he's still under Naminé's control.
But we cannot eliminate Sora, can we?
Correct. For our superior, he is in dire need of the Hero of Light. When light loses sight of its path, we may find use for the dark. What we must do is obtain the darkness.
Riku, of course.
Just one card left. If I get through this, will I be free of the darkness?
Yep, we just got one more world left until we enter what would be Riku's end game. We have a better idea of certain things that I don't want to spoil immediately or get into. The statement, the superior. They use the superior, which, by the way, I think is such a fucking cool name for your boss. The leader of the organization, only in this game, is no, I think they have it in his title, actually. But this is where they prominently call him the superior, or our superior. And they reveal that Sora is part of the superior's plans and needs to be used. So in fact, this also throws in the nugget of, you know, how cool it is that Marluxia's entire plan hinges on taking the very thing that their superior wants, Sora, and using it to destroy him and take over the organization. Now, I also find a nice nugget of information we got out of that quite interesting, and it's that Zexion makes I forgot how fast you guys are in Looming Darkness. It's the fact that Zexion makes an oath, organization members striking each other down, and how it's like something that he can't believe. Did they actually fucking balance these worlds based on what order they are, like what number? Because I just noticed I have 8 fucking cards in my deck. Wow, they did. I thought I was going crazy earlier, and clearly I'm not. So, well, that's interesting. But he said striking each other down, like these organization members doing that, is like completely like insane to him. And it's that special kind of bullshit that you don't truly notice all the time, where he's saying how ridiculous that a concept like that is, when that's all a part of his game too. He was using Vexen as a way to take out Marluxia. And it kind of really helps because I believe the title for Zexion is the Cloaked Schemer. He's always coming up with various plans and stuff, and he's kind of like a sly character who doesn't want to get his hands dirty, and I feel like that little bit of hypocrisy that pops up there is, at the very least, interesting. Interesting indeed. There we go. I did that very slowly and dramatically. I did it for you guys. And also because I get scared when I have such little cards. Now, I'm leaving. I don't really like doing fights in Wonderland. My card count's so low, I can't really... It's a world where I can't mash. And as you know, I'm not comfortable if I can't mash. Alright, we gotta go over here. Have to take out this flower to proceed. Alright, 5 or higher. We don't have it. Okay, we need to take out Heartless then. Let's get a 5 or higher, because we're not using a Joker. We're also not using a Joker on this boss door unless it's absolutely necessary. Too slow. I could have guessed that. This world just sucks to play because you have so little options. On each, like, reload, the duels aren't even fun or satisfying.
Take this.
Kind of wish they scaled the cards up too, but then again, they designed these levels specifically for it, so it's not like I'm at a disadvantage, it's just the gameplay is a little bit slower. And as you know, the big thing I praise Reverse Rebirth for is its gameplay is a lot faster paced than the main campaign, so this is we're kind of in a low point here. And And it's not getting much better with the enemies just not letting me have my way here and giving me the map cards that I desire. Can we please, pretty please, get something going here? Show me a high card. That is not high enough. Pretty sure. Yeah, I need a 5 or higher. Spawn stuff down here. Did I get the initiative on that? I did. I didn't know if I did because it kind of looked like they hit me too. Kind of looked like a toss-up. They didn't even give me a potion for this shit. That is very hard to win duels because you have like one good card. I mean, the experience is good. Can't really argue with that.
Out of my way.
Oh. 4. And once again, you're cramping my style, video game. Give me what I want. A 5 or higher. It is not that hard. Arguably, you have a 50% chance, or something less than that, if you want to count. Joker cards of me getting it. So, logic would dictate that it wouldn't necessarily be that hard for me to get a 5 or higher, and it's going to be right here. You are going to make me have a fucking mental breakdown on this video. Give me a 5 or fucking higher, or I am going to call your mother. I will do it. see, here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna call your mom. I'm gonna talk to her about all the fucking bullshit. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Tai Yasue, co-director of the Kingdom Hearts series. I'm talking to you. I ain't gonna talk to him no more because really, let's be honest here. He oversees the series and does the story stuff, but you're the guy doing the heavy lifting. You're the guy who's going to Osaka all the time, going in the building, overseeing your dudes. You're also pretty cool. I think you speak English. Listen to me, motherfucker. You need to fix these drop rates. I don't care if you didn't originally make this game. You should have altered them to make them easier. You see? Once again, you are blighting me on this day of days. It is May 10th, 2017. It is 5:26 in the morning. I'm trying to produce a high-quality piece of content for the internet. And this game, through the game that you helped co-make, is causing a lot of issues. I know it's hard when this is your first time co-directing a game. At least I think it is, because this is the first Osaka Team Kingdom Hearts game to be put out into the wild. I know it's hard. But all I'm hoping for is a 5 or higher. A 5 or higher, or you know what? Even a 0. Even a 0 would help me in this situation because it would let me open that door, then see what I need to do next. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for the world. I'm not asking for a blowjob or some weird meme thing. I'm just asking for a 5 or higher. When you think about counting up, this game goes from 0 to 9. Effectively meaning that there are 10 numbers you can possibly get in the game. Now, when you think about that, what gets me what I want? 5 to 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 5 numbers. And then you have to think about the 0. That's a 6. 6 numbers get me exactly what I need for victory, which means that a majority, 60% of possible numbers, gives me what I want. So logic would dictate that I have good chances of hitting it. Guys, can you believe that I just spent 3+ minutes coming up with stupid bullshit to say while I distract, while I try to fucking fill time while I open this door? Because I can't believe it. I frankly can't. I just realized that there's still 2 more rooms. I thought the boss room was next, and I'm about to have a fucking aneurysm. God damn it! Die! Okay, so now that that's done, the easy town is here. Oh my fucking god. I've been thwarted. It was my time to win. But unfortunately, It seems that it was not to be. Son of a bitch. A bitch is me. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty mad about this, all things considered. Give me something high. I forget what they even wanted me to have, a 7 or higher. Okay. It looks like the game is finally ready to play ball because it knows that KZ has been recording for an hour, and I'm running. I don't want the video to be super long. So let's calm down. Let's kick back, relax, and get through this, man. We have to go. We have to go to the left. Let's climb. Look at Riku's really poofy pants. Of course, these are his second pair of pants. Of course. Because he wears 2. I will never let anyone forget that he wears 2. And here we go. Oh my good gravid God. I will see you when I reach a 0. I'm not going to fucking prolong this. Alright, everybody. We picked up the 0 that we oh so needed on the first fight, but we're in Almighty Darkness, so everything had a +2, which meant that my cards couldn't compete with the enemy, which means we had to spend a lot of time getting our ass kicked and spamming cards until we could make a breakthrough. What we need here is a 5 that is blue, or 5 or below blue, which is very, very easy to do. Very happy I don't have to waste a Joker, even think about it, or grind. Let's go fight Trickmaster and close this out. What have we done, like 4 worlds? Yeah, we did Halloween Town, Atlantica, this, and the other one. Olympus. I'm quite proud of that, to be honest. I'm gonna have to ask you for a table. Listen here, asshole. Okay, this guy's gonna be hard. To be fair, had like no health there, but I'm wondering how I deal with him. Let me real quick look at what cards I can use to do better. Captain Hook halves damage from magic, gradually restores HP, boosts the power of attack when low on HP. All of these nullifies, extends attack range. Okay, there's nothing groundbreaking. I will obviously use Oogie Boogie when I start losing health, but it's very hard because his cards will always come in the front, and he beats me a lot of the time dead to rights in cards. But if we start with a good combo, that may put us in better shape. Okay, we can kind of loop him like this. Unfortunately, our luck is about to run out. Oh man, we actually found a really good loop there. This is maybe where the loop ends. Wait, nope. We managed it again. Is this fight really this brain dead? I mean, I don't want to complain, but really? Really? You can just do a constant loop of this and win with these shitty cards? I mean, granted, I could go on a higher difficulty, I would assume. Would make that a bit more of a burden, but that was just kind of comical. Well, either way, that's every single Disney world in the game dealt with. And retread of a Kingdom Hearts 1 world. Of course, Destiny Islands, I guess, also counts, but you know what I mean. It means that for the rest of this, we're focusing on much more plot-heavy segments as we reach the end game for Riku and his story. I think a good way to do this is for me to just end it here, you know? because fact of the matter is, I'm going to be grinding probably a little bit here because I need to get cards, and more importantly, I need to get to the respite, and I don't have a route open for it yet. We've been going on for a while anyway. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kingdom Hearts Reverse Rebirth. Stay tuned for the next one, in which we begin the end game and maybe even finish it. Depends on how easy and how fast things manage to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.